he was sitting there listening, and it's like 5, 4, 3, 2,
and go.
As soon as I hit the live button on the stream deck, she just popped in, just like.
You on mute, Tink.
Yeah, you on mute.
Click on your. Oh shoot! I'm about to get in Team Viewer.
It's like, uh-oh. But yeah, man, while we work that out, welcome to NerdFlow Podcast. This is a podcast that's all about nerding out on things like pop culture, fandom, video games, anime, comic books, TV shows, movies, you name it. We talk about it on here. What is up, Young? I won't say the full-fledged name like I did last week.
What's happening?
Young fly.
This is what's up with me.
RKO?
Learning letters.
Oh, you working with the baby?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Voot.
I finna say because your oldest way past that.
Boy,
it's like they are even more like crucial with learning these days.
Just give her a comic book and let her have. That's how I learn.
I wish it was that simple.
ABC Mouse.
Yes. And we're going to have to go back to that. We had that at first, like when quarantine first started, but I think she was getting bored or I'm not sure, but we were about to get back into it now.
Yeah, my son learned a lot through ABC Mouse. Like, I think it taught him his full. He went into school just like, he knows a lot for his age. ABC Mouse.
That's funny.
Blame ABC Mouse. Tablets are good and bad.
Yes.
Shoot.
But can build a whole universe on Robux.
Right.
Exactly.
Can have a whole house, a restaurant, and a daycare center. But I forgot what V is.
Owners in my job, and they all can't read, so.
That's why we had.
They got their own business.
That's why we had standardized testing back then. That's the whole reason we had to take tests, because we, dare I say, stupid beforehand. But yeah, man, let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about this week. We got talking about Mandalorian Chapter 14, so spoiler alert. So when we get into that, if you haven't seen it or watched it, I recommend you probably, if you listen to it on download, skip ahead. We also got, let's see.
I ain't hype about it. I'm gonna start it off like that.
HBO Max been trying to do the damn thing. That's our main topic for tonight. So HBO just said, just fuck it.
We're gonna give y'all.
We're gonna give out everything.
You can.
But yeah, man. So let's kick it off with this PS5 Pro 5G PSP leak that came out this week.
Man, so the PSP 5G is just a theory. This, I guess the website T3, I want to say, it's just a theory due to the fact that they're not giving up the cell phone industry. And when asked why, they said that it's possible because they're going to make a PSP 5G technology, which ties into the PS5 Pro with, no data mining here. It's just information that's available to the public. They came out with, they have the actual live patents for the PS5 Pro, and they're available to the public. I don't think we'll get in trouble here, but as you can see, these are the patents filed by Sony for a dual GPU system. This is available to the public. No data mining here. No one dig for any information. This is open to the public. So, it's a lot going on. It's a lot of speculation, but it just raised a question. Okay, we got they wouldn't make a patent for that if they weren't planning on doing something I know companies hold patents all the time and they don't use them, but for this one in particular, I think they got something up their sleeve. And PSP, 5G PSP doesn't sound too far fetched. So we'll see. More be revealed in 2 to 3 years, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe the PSP
like
will be next year.
The Pro definitely is something that's, you know, that's kind of like when they dropped the Pro and they came out with the Xbox One X. That was kind of the conversation that they're trying to roll consoles out in a way that's kind of like how cell phones are, in a sense. How you have these tiers of cell phones that is more powerful. You know, you get 1 or 2 or 3 tiers and stuff like that. Now, the PSP is one thing that's kind of like a head scratcher, only because of just how the last PSP went.
PSP is gonna be more.
They said this one is probably going to be more for cloud gaming instead of, hey, we're just going to throw all the internals into it to make it super crazy powerful.
Yeah, and I feel like it's going to be all digital, and it's going to be a way to compete with the Switch, because they are already competing with, you know, the main console with Microsoft. So, you know what I'm saying, why not compete with, you know, Nintendo with the handheld console? So
right. They got to be careful though. Remember when Alienware dropped that prototype?
Yeah.
2 years, a year or two ago, you ain't hear nothing about that. I'm pretty sure Nintendo's lawyers was like, get that out of here, brother.
The thing is, what Sony don't have to worry about, because with the PSP and the Vita, they already have an established line of handheld games.
They just got to be careful the stuff they put in it, like with the motion, and they just gotta tread lightly, because Nintendo, if they see anything they don't like.
I mean, the thing is, all thing they have to do with motion, because even with the controllers, you can have motion control with your PlayStation 4 controller, and the PlayStation 5 controller has motion control, so they can use that same technology in the PSP 5G. Also, what they can do is just like, if you want to run it to your TV, it just have, instead of having a docking system, you could just have a HDMI port on it, and you can Bluetooth your PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4 joystick to it, and just run that route with it. So I won't be automatically just utilizing the technology that you already have, but making it into a handheld console.
I won't stay on it too long, but it raises the question: it's not Wi-Fi; they're using 5G, meaning that are you gonna have to partner with some type of? Is this gonna be like some type of Nokia Engage type situation? You know, let's say
it may be like the second generation of the PSP, where in the beginning you had a 4G version that was partnered with AT&T, and then you had the standard version that was strictly Wi-Fi.
I don't think that'll work.
But I don't know. That's not a thing for people, and I don't feel like that's a thing for people anymore, as far as when it comes to, because, I mean, internet is everywhere. I mean, if it's just for them, if it's just a cash grab for them to get some money from a provider to partner with, let's say, a Verizon or something like that, then okay, go ahead, try it, see if it really works. But I don't think the whole cellular thing is not really a thing. I would have to, if I was R&D with them, I'm like, okay, let's see how many of these 5G or 4G iPads they sell in versus the Wi-Fi ones, and let's see where we need to go with this. Because
I'm not mistaken,
just put the option in there where it can run on Wi-Fi or cellular.
The PSP is still popular in Japan and still sold, or maybe just stopped selling in Japan, if I'm not mistaken.
It's dead.
So they still have a market. It's just, are they going to get that American market? It's so many questions. Let's move on. It's so many questions. Are they going to get the American market? Are they going to partner with a cell phone? We don't know. But, it's conjecture at this point, but it's something interesting.
Mm-hmm. We got WandaVision finally has a release date. Disney popped out a poster over the week. And the launch date for WandaVision is going to be January 15th, coming to Disney Plus. So we finally start to kick off this phase 4 of Marvel movies, or Marvel phase 4 content, MCU stuff. So this will be the first one to kick it off. So pretty sure there's going to be a lot of going on. It'll definitely be talked about on this show. So Destiny 2 has a quality of life update coming out next week. They'll be getting next gen consoles will be getting frame rate improvements and an FOV slider added to consoles, next gen consoles. PvP will be running at 120 hertz on PS5 and Series X. 60 frames will be running for PvE. You'll also be able to, in the companion app and not any of the third-party apps like Dim or anything like that, but you will be able to start and be able to redeem, or not redeem, but pick up bounties within the app before, instead of having to go to the tower, which is your hub, go to the NPCs and pick up the bounties. You can do it straight from your cell phone going forward, and you can just go play. So that's a definitely big quality of life change for the game. And of course, they have some bug fixes they'll be pushing out also too. So, but I thought that was pretty cool because a lot of people always complain about having to, you know, when they want to game together, we all got to go to the tower, pick up bounties, all that good stuff. So that's going to be.
I'm stuck in a bad spot because I decided at the last minute I wanted to go on the Star Wars binge. Now I'm playing Fallen Order. I think I have 2 more chapters, but I have to finish this up before Cyberpunk comes out. And I know I'm not going to get to grind Destiny like I want to because Cyberpunk is going to be out. So I'm going to try to grind some more Destiny because I got to get ready. You know what I mean? You ready?
I even had a homeboy hit me up last night. He's like, "I mean, you ready?" I was like, "Yup, ready."
I gotta get that, dog. Dang, I gotta get that. Sheet.
Speaking of Cyberpunk, Cyberpunk 2077 drops this Thursday. It's a weird day. Is there anything going on Friday that they're worried about?
So, no, I don't think so. It's just it drops 12 p.m. GMT, December 10th. So that's actually, I think,
unless it's tying into something with the video game award, because that's that night.
Oh yeah,
that's the only thing I can think of.
See, in Stadia, we getting that thing. We're supposed to get that thing on 6 p.m. the day before.
So dope. Did you get yours on Stadia? Or you doing on PC? You just doing PC?
Steam all the way. Yeah,
I got it. I'm thinking about. I've been contemplating Stadia, only because like you get a free Stadia Pro edition when you pre-order Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it. But yeah, so with Cyberpunk though, it's just that we've seen so much, but also at the same time, it's like the hype is there because this is the team that did The Witcher 3. Everybody praises The Witcher 3. So it's been pushed. It's supposed to come out in April 2020. We're December now, and we're finally about to get it. But the biggest part is like it's just that by Monday morning or Tuesday, we should have some reviews out, and just
you definitely gonna have one from me.
Crossing fingers for real, because I
some mixed views on this game.
Huh?
Like I've been hearing some mixed views on this game. And I'm not even a big gamer, so I'm like, okay, I'm confused at this point.
The mixed reviews is the people that like, all right, because I'm an anti-hype guy myself. I just like the Cyberpunk theme, so you know what I mean. I don't like the theme of dragons and dungeons and swords and motherfuckers running around here with long ass hair and beards. I don't like stuff like that. I'm sorry, I don't. But you give me something like futuristic, maybe steampunk, cyberpunk style. I'm all for it. I love that futuristic neon lights. I love all that. So
everybody. I think everybody has their niche in gaming because people like you could say like people that love that Viking stuff or like stuff like Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, me personally, I love it all. I love any time period. That's why.
Like it's, you got to have a hell of a game to get me to play with a knight or something like that with a dragon and a dog there's death.
But you know? like Tron, I feel like Tron, like with like Cyberpunk gives me Tron would be a perfect VR game.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I really feel like
I think it does have a VR game, but
like for it to have, a functional. Good VR game.
Well, on the Oculus,
I would die playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like
Like
I
that's
would,
right.
it'd
Like
be
that's
torture.
right up that type of stuff right up my alley. Like that's why I love Assassin's Creed. Like I love time
No,
period
no,
games.
no,
Like
no.
Prince of Persia, I love Prince of Persia because it's a time period game.
Let me not cap. It might be a good game. Like I said, if the gameplay hellified, that aesthetic to me just don't do it for me. I don't mean keep cutting you off.
That's me why I love. That's why I love like Game of Thrones and you know.
See, yeah, no.
And stuff like that. I love any time period I can get with if the story is good. Like I'm all about story.
That's why Final Fantasy VII is the only one that grabbed me when I was little. After I played Final Fantasy VII and I played every other Final Fantasy after that, none of them grabbed me because it was the aesthetic. It was like that steampunk, cyberpunk feel of everything. And I didn't know at the time, I didn't know that's what grabbed me, but that's what it was. It was that, the story, everything. Everything after that, Final Fantasy was just weird and whack to me. And I love the Final Fantasy franchise and the idea of it, but 7 was the one that captivated me the most because of the style.
I mean,
story,
like,
of course, you know. But after that,
like,
10 and 8, 9, and 10, like I didn't like none of that. Lightning Returns was cool, or Lightning. I'm sorry, not Returning, but that was cool. I like her style. You know, that kind of did the little 7 thing for me, but it got repetitive after a while. But
I mean, like personally,
that,
it's just like when you think about it, like you got different shows for different folks. Like I love feudal Japan games. Like that's why I like Rurouni Kenshin, like or you know that's why I like Inuyasha and stuff. Anything that's like old timey where it makes sense that like this is what
Sekiro
it
was good to me.
Huh?
I said I like Sekiro. Sekiro was good to me.
Yeah, but like anything like this is what it was before man actually took over and eliminated these races of different genres and stuff like that. That I can get with that because it gives you that mythology feel and it piques your imagination. Like old time before the time of man and before man took over. And anything futuristic where you could have where man is
It's like man meets machine. That's what I like.
Yeah, man meets machine.
Like Bear with that Gatling gun arm. That was I was like, what? And when I was reading it, he was talking like us. I was like,
so you know, like it's pretty much like anything that can tweak your imagination.
Yeah. Now on the flip side of that, I can sit there and watch Conan the Barbarian. I can watch some of the movies. A little like them old school 80s like barbarian type movies. I can watch those. What was that? Exile? Well, no, it was a Conan. It was the twin dudes, the swole dudes, He-Man. I can watch Master of the Universe. I can watch stuff like that, or I could. There you go. But like
not the retros.
I like those.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
But like Game of Thrones and stuff like that, I just wasn't into it. And like The Witcher, I wasn't into it. I'm
Game
not.
of Thrones story is so cut.
Shadow of Mordor, all that.
Yeah, I can get into all that.
All right, man. Let's keep it moving. We got a lot to cover. Wispy Gaming just gave us a follow. Appreciate that.
Hey, what up, Wispy? That's my boy. I used to work with him. He check out his channel. He's a big Destiny 2 player as well.
Oh yeah.
I think he just got ready.
Yeah.
I personally linked y'all. I intentionally linked y'all because I knew y'all both like really into Destiny. So
yeah, I see him on Twitter quite a bit. Let's see. Immortal Phoenix Rising drops on I think it's the 8th, Tuesday. This game's been getting a lot of reviews. It's definitely been like a sleeper game, a sleeper title that a lot of people haven't been on the lookout for. There's a lot of people with a lot of early access to the game. I think probably since maybe Thursday or Wednesday. It's getting getting a lot of good reviews. It is, to describe it to anybody that may be interested in it, it's they basically gave the comparison. It's Zelda meets Assassin's Creed. That is the comparison they've given.
They almost lost me too. I seen it and it's like Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Like God of War almost lost me. If it wasn't Kratos, because that God of War, that was a great game. But it was North. They almost lost me a little bit too, but I played it. It was a good game. But that I gave an exception up for that. But this Immortal Phoenix Rising, it just looks like it's Greek or North mythology. Is that what it is? I didn't pay too much attention to it, so I don't know.
It's really
that's right up my alley. That's just like with this Genshin Impact. Like Genshin Impact reminds me of Zelda, Into the Wild, but
Breath of the Wild,
yeah, Breath of the Wild, but it has its own vision too. So like, I can.
What is Immortals Phoenix? What is that about? I like I said, I seen a little bit of somebody streaming it.
The premise I can't tell you exactly. I know I got a chance to play the early access of it because it was early access for Stadia, and so I just loaded it up just to check it out because it was free for like I think for about a week. And for what I played, I mean, like I said, I really liked it. And I was saying, I mean, I hope they really get some good reviews and people actually be able to see this. But I mean, it's really good. It has puzzles in it as well, so it scratches that itch if you're looking for something that's a little bit different, or you got that Zelda itch and you've beat Breath of the Wild time and time again, then
is it like it's like that then?
Yeah, it's RPG. It's RPG elements to it. It's different rarities of armor that you can put on and stuff like that. They do different damage.
I'm gonna leave that up to Young.
Puzzles are very intricate as well.
The thing is, I beat Breath of the Wild, especially when I was in the hospital. I beat Breath of the Wild like 3 times. Like same thing with Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like I beat it 3 times, and I mean, that's why Genshin. Like I'm waiting on another Zelda game. So what I'm saying, like Genshin kind of filled that void for me. But it's just like those type of games, they're time consuming. So if you pretty much ain't got nothing else to do at the time and you bored out your mind, like that'll fill that void for you.
Immersed.
Huh?
So you might as well get immersed.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah.
Like if you ain't got no personal life or nothing like that, you pretty much no life and other stuff that ain't got
quarantine.
You got no personal
quarantine.
Life. None.
I mean, hell, a lot of personal life got uprooted like during quarantine. So,
quarantine? All you got is a personal life.
Right, your personal.
Your personal.
Like
and
if you live alone, exactly. Like if you live alone, like nobody else in your house, and you pretty much. Like this past week, I watched all the seasons of 101 and half at my sister's house.
Whoa,
boy!
Yeah, I ain't let quarantine let me go out like that. I went and got a dog, then I went out and got a girlfriend. I'm like, I ain't finna sit up here and be depressed.
We got Snap in the chat. Congratulations!
Hey, what up, man?
Just got married. That's why he's on the show tonight.
Yeah, he got married.
Why he ain't on the show tonight?
Because he was
married.
Honeymooning.
Okay.
Hey, you gonna be in your wedding dress, Tinker?
Yep, I sure am. And right afterwards, I'm going to the amusement park.
Oh God, there's gonna be no Tinker on the podcast for 2 weeks after she get married. Trust that. But yeah, congratulations to Snap. He did.
Congratulations, Snap.
And him and his lovely wife. We congratulate.
Beautiful.
I will hit you with that Tupac line again, but you know what I'm saying, I don't think it's appropriate.
All right, yeah.
No. Nothing related with marriage and Tupac is shit.
Tupac.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the wedding. I'm leaving it at that one.
Travis Scott and PlayStation deal. Why do they keep working with this man?
Okay, so Travis Scott speaks to the youth. If it's 2 things that the youth do, is they play video games and they eat McDonald's.
And rave.
Right.
They play Fortnite and they listen and they eat McDonald's.
But no, so Travis Scott, man, he I think it's all part of his master plan, man. Like he brought it. He when they took Astroworld away, he said in the song, I'm gonna bring it back. He did a partnership with McDonald's that went well. Y'all see the stuff reselling. It is kind of shrouded in mystery why he's partnering with. Like it doesn't like logically, like if you look at it head on, it doesn't make sense, right? Because
partner with Nike too, right?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. And a rapper
Yeah.
with a shoe deal, that's that,
But
right?
like,
but a rapper
it's like with Sony,
it's all merging together though. It's like
with Sony. Sony they own a lot of stuff. They own record labels and all that stuff. And Travis is signed through Atlantic on Grand Hustle. So Sony had a bunch of other artists they could have went out to that could possibly hit that same demographic that Travis is hitting, just under their label. But they decided to go for Travis.
His personality and the way
Logic.
I'm just saying, like they going the right route because the Astroworld tour alone was insane.
Man, it's my birthday every year. Man, I missed it.
And then the way I look at it,
he got a great manager, but apparently
his vision is not for us to understand.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, that's his vision. It's not for nobody else to understand but him.
That's a good point.
And I went to the very first Astroworld, and it was ridiculous. You can think of every Houston artist ever came out of Houston on top of like Ray Shrimmer. Who else was popular in like 2018? Young Thug, 21 Savage. Everybody was there. And last year it was even more crazier. He had Kanye, he had Migos, Megan, the baby. The concerts be insane. And VIP is like $500, $600 alone. And that's for one person.
I'd have to be in VIP because I could not be.
Oh yeah, you can't. If you don't get VIP, don't even go, because that was crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine. I went to Houston Press. What is it? It's a Houston Press Fest or whatever. Houston has its own festival at Eleanor Tinsley every year. And I was in my 30s when I went. I'm 36 now. I probably was like 34 then. And I said I will never go to another festival again without a folding chair. Cause all that walking down that ain't for no 30-year-old feet,
bro.
Man.
Let me
it's
tell
not,
you.
Unless you
did you just put an S at the end of feet?
He said feet.
Did you?
It ain't for 30-year-old feet, man. Yes, I did.
Let me tell you something about NerdFlow Podcast and Coming Palooza, bro.
I know, because I went to PAX. And when I went to PAX,
be toe up,
bro. The person I was with, like, let's go out and drink afterwards. Man, I was so dog tired. I was like, I just
gonna let down hotel room, bro.
The first year we went to Comic Palooza. No, that wasn't the first year. The second year. When we ended up getting the hotel and stuff. By the time we walked all through Comic Palooza, because we went when it first opened, stayed till it almost closed, walked around all the time. I checked my step tracker on my phone. And pretty much we did over 15,000 steps.
Ooh.
Well, I know I did. And
I'm thankful for my limbs and my extremities.
That was just walking at Comic Palooza. Then we walked back to the hotel. Like by the time we got in that room, me, Angry, and Royalty looked at each other and we were just like,
done.
Yeah.
Done.
Bro, I'm thankful for all my ability to walk and limbs and extremities and everything. But do not judge me if you see me on one of them Paloozas or one of them in one of them motorized vehicles sitting down.
Scooter.
Like a scooter or something, bro.
Don't go to Disney. Go to Disney.
See, I don't know. Maybe Disney wasn't that bad for me. I don't know why. It wasn't.
You gotta walk for hours.
You're riding in rides, so it's not you taking breaks.
You taking breaks, yeah.
I
had that express pass, man. I wasn't playing no games.
Whew. Now that helps a lot.
But I don't want to. But what kind of game do we think Travis will make, y'all? He did the Fortnite event. We know what that was about. But what game would he direct?
A type of Fortnite game.
Do you think it'll be like a Hideo or what's his name, Kojima weird type game? I think it'll be something like that.
Yeah.
Like a Death Stranding,
just like Astroworld with a lot of Travis heads on it.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
My boy came in with the Gryffindor scarf.
Gryffindor.
I like how he does a theme
Uh,
every show. I
Time
love
he
it.
come on, he got a different thing popping. Like,
What's
What's
going
up,
on
guys?
in the Wizarding world?
where you
This
going
day?
there?
That's
Where
my
you
next.
going
That's
there?
my next thing to tackle. I'm gonna sit and watch all the Harry Potter movies in one sitting.
Now that's gonna be an adventure.
What is it like?
right there?
Four movies? 5?
No,
No,
No.
like 8.
I watched
It's 8
episode 1.
movies.
Maybe I'm ready. I can do it.
Like 8.
It's a whole
That-
nother franchise, brother.
You gotta
Right?
go- when you finish Harry Potter, you gotta go to Fantastic Beasts.
Exactly.
Mm.
I'm going. I watched
And this
all
a prequel.
episode 1 through 9, Rogue One and Solo, so I'm ready.
Hey.
Ooh, I
How
got
did you feel
okay.
about Solo? We never even talked about that.
Love Solo.
Ooh,
It-
Solo is like a different film. Like it's not straight Star Warsy, but
But
it's
it
its
was-
own little,
I
its
loved
own
it.
little jewel in its own way.
So it showed you how he got the Millennium Falcon. It showed you how he met Lando Calrissian. It showed you how he met Chewbacca. You know what I mean? It showed you a lot. So it did, because in the movies, I feel like Luke just came out of nowhere with Boba
Yeah.
Fett. It was just like, hey, I'm on the scene. I'm cool, that is. But this is just,
No, it was a time like
that.
between the Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It was a time skip because at the end of the Empire Strikes Back, they went to Dagobah because he said he had to return back to Dagobah, and his arm was injured, his robotic arm was injured. So when Return of the Jedi starts back, he had already finished his training and everything on Dagobah. So with Yoda, because Yoda ends up dying and everything.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's a time skip. That's why he dons the all black and everything, because he in the mood now. He with all the smoke right now.
right.
He
You talking
got-
about Luke, right?
I'm talking about Luke. He ready for the smoke. But then you know what? Like what I paid attention to is that when Luke was ready, he pretty much, without even knowing, donned the same colors that his dad, that Anakin donned, that all black vibe.
Mhm.
That, and I'm pretty sure that all black. And I think with Ray, that's why they ended up putting Ray in all white.
And why? Yeah.
But
Yeah.
why is there a dark ray pop? Oh, because it was going off of there's a dark ray pop because she was about to go.
That's what she was saying. She was
what
seeing her.
saying. She was because
Mhm.
in the last
She listened to the dark
episode
side.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah, in episode 9 they show her
Because she's a Sith.
She see her dark self, and she see herself with a red lightsaber staff.
Right, that's right.
So-
Okay, you brought it back. But anyway, we went on to Star Wars. But yeah,
Harry
Harry Potter's
Potter. We're gonna go down that road later. All right.
But, okay.
Kate Bishop. So Kate Bishop, we got two news things about Kate Bishop. They've started filming Hawkeye, so they revealed some clips not clips, but like just screenshots from.
Screenshot.
what's that
the
actress name?
Haley Steinfeld,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bumblebee.
yeah, she played Mo.
Oh yeah, she is from Bumblebee. Okay. But yeah, so she's so they got some news on that going. Finally got that going. We also with Kate Bishop, Marvel did a war table. I think it was Thursday out of nowhere on Twitch, kind of just revealing some things. Which I think is what's supposed to be called the Omega level that's been pushed, and something else is pushed with the Kate Bishop update. But Kate Bishop is still coming on next Tuesday, man. Next week is starting to stack
I
up.
uninstalled Avengers.
I kind of
Say it like that.
So
kind of
he
Say
jumped
what?
all drinking.
What?
What the hell? He just totally took everything left field. What the hell are you drinking? You drinking wine, Kool-Aid, Hawaiian Punch?
What
No.
about Avengers? What was that?
That's Hennessy. Yeah, I uninstalled Avengers, man, for now, just to make room for the because Cyberpunk is releasing with an update. They said
Oh,
it's
okay.
huge.
it's
a
a
huge
big update.
With this Hawkeye series, I've heard that Hawkeye is supposed to be deaf. So this
I
is
even
going to be a different intake on Hawkeye.
Yeah, I even saw on the internet. I saw the
Yeah.
pictures of him with the.
I heard that.
Yeah, he's supposed to be deaf. On one of his missions, he got injured and he can't hear.
See, I was thinking when I saw the picture, I thought something had happened to the actor. You know,
No, Hawkeye is actually deaf.
right.
And they're gonna be like using their moves as they're trying to get through like all the scenes and stuff. So they're gonna be using sign language and all that other stuff.
I wonder how this is going to match up with the actual
Yep.
Marvel Avengers game, Kate Bishop, a little bit. Because the Kate Bishop in Marvel Avengers game, bro, she OP with this aim tech, just phasing and just got a sword and a bow. I'm like, damn, is this girl gonna be like this in the damn Hawkeye show?
I think how they're doing this. Kevin Feige, that man is like a genius. Like, it's like everything he does, it falls in place. Like, he's getting Kate Bishop ready. You heard about the Camilla Khan series. It's like rumors about Riri floating around. It's like everything is like lining up.
We got She-Hulk cast.
She-Hulk. And then it's like everything about the Young Avengers is already happening. And they're not going to let us know because that's the same way they started Avengers. We didn't know jack crap about Iron Man, then Captain America, the Hulk. Like, we didn't know nothing until it was like about 5 years in.
So you think they're going to set up a Riri movie and then bam, it's just going to be like...
I think like
Riri's
probably gonna
New
get a
Avengers
series. I feel like Riri going to get a series. But
yeah.
Because I think they've actually confirmed that Black Panther 2 is going to be about Shuri.
Shuri.
So,
yeah.
They're trying to get her out of here, too. So, about her anti-vax campaigns, but we ain't going to get on that.
So, all that, all of them form up to be like a new Young
Avengers. Yeah.
So, with 2 black women?
Yeah.
The thing is, the Young Avengers
we got the real Captain Marvel that's going to be in the WandaVision, and they already kind of sneak.
And then ain't what's his name? Falcon going to be the new Captain America?
Yeah. They already kind of like revealed his suit.
So it's going to be like mostly female and ethnic. So
that's the route they're going.
Yeah, which I feel like they did in the Star Wars latest Star Wars series. We ain't gonna go back on that though.
But I feel like they gonna end up bringing in X-23 to fill in that Wolverine void. Like
I don't know where they're gonna go with it. I think Doctor Strange with the multiverse thing is probably gonna explain and bring in a lot of this X-Men stuff that we've been kind of like wanting and trying and hoping to see as far as what's going on. I feel like that's going to be kind of like Doctor Strange into the Multiverse is going to kind of be our Crisis on Infinite Earth for Marvel.
Yeah.
It's going to line up a lot of things that we didn't have, and it's going to introduce a lot of things that way they can just easily explain their way into it and be done with it.
But,
I'm curious though.
About what?
About the genre of it.
Oh yeah, because it's going to be dark.
Yeah, like sci-fi or
sci-fi dark. Especially with Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi. So I mean, they already kind of said that, but that's the reason why they got Sam Raimi, because Sam Raimi is mostly known for doing horror movies, and his work with doing like Spider-Man and stuff like that. A lot of people didn't know Kevin Feige was on the set for one of the Spider-Man movies back in the day too. So he was
man been in the business, man.
This is the way I feel like with Doctor Strange is also a way to bring in Reed Richards and the rest of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So like the universe, I feel like we in Phase 4 right now. By the end of Phase 4, I think we're gonna get some young Fantastic. We're gonna get like not quite like the tragedy that Michael B. Jordan them put out, Young Fantastic Four.
We're not gonna mention that.
But we're gonna get like a younger, Reed Richards and Sue and
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like mid-20s, probably early 30s. So and then with Spider-Man, a way to just bring in paperback Spider-Man.
See, with the Spider-Man thing, the rumor is we're gonna move on. The rumor is that Tobey and Andrew already signed. They're just waiting to announce it. So
I think they're gonna do it at the last minute.
Yeah. Let's see here real quick. Prod Head with the follow. Thank you very much. What's up? And also, he's talking about your Toy Story Kingdom Hearts poster, y'all, in the background. Yes, it is a Toy Story Kingdom Hearts poster in the background.
I like that.
Division 2, TU12 will be dropping. Is TU12 next week too? Damn it, it is.
Yeah, I gotta get it down. That like I've been like I never did get Cold War, so until I get Cold War, I think I'm gonna be jumping on the Division to do that because like even though I didn't start feeling Road Company too, so I'm in the.
This one is probably going to be the one a lot of people are going to jump back into. Reason being, the season itself for TU12 lasts from next week going into early to mid-February. Everybody knows that with the Division, their anniversary is in the first week of March, which is when they came up with Warlords of New York, when they launched Division 2. So either one or two things are going to happen. Either we're going to get a new expansion or they're going to announce Division 3. I think it's kind of too early for them to announce Division 3, so we may get a new expansion because the main person we're hunting down is, what's her name? Is it Lau? What? I can't think of the lady. The lady that betrayed us. Lau. She is the target for this season. So a lot of people want to come back in because she betrayed us in the beginning of Warlords in New York. So a lot of people are going to, I know I want to jump back in just purely because I want to take her down because of what happened.
Basically.
So, yeah, basically. So we got that going.
You hate the fact that she sent you on the mission, and then she the one that sent you on the mission. She was rogue the
whole time, bro.
And she was the rogue agent the whole time.
The whole time. Other thing that they also announced too was they did announce next gen. There will be some next gen improvements to the game. This kind of also falls in with like Massive, which is the studio that does Division. Man, they're super inconsistent with their information. I know there's a different face every single time they have state of the game. And I think I said this on a show probably about a month ago that they said that they weren't going to have anything for next year. Like, well, we're not doing anything. There's no improvement. It plays on the PS5. It plays on Xbox Series X, and that's it. And then this week, oh, yeah, it's going to be running at 4K and 60 frames. I'm like, y'all just, Burger just could have just easily just said about a month ago that said, hey, we're not ready to talk about that right now, or I'm not the person to speak on that, and could have moved on. He straight up said like, nah, we ain't got nothing. Then a month later, it's like, oh yeah, we do it next year. But I digress. But yeah, so we got that going. Also, there's an event within the season pass for TU12 called the Nightmare League that actually got canceled. It was pretty much due to limitations because of COVID, because a lot of these studios, man, a lot of people don't know this, a lot of these studios are working remotely. A lot of these guys are making these games from home. Destiny being one of them as well, where they've literally gave their staff mobile units to be able to do game. I mean, as far as like to make the game and everything. And so they actually kind of got rid of one of the leagues that they'll be coming out with for TU12, which is Nightmare League. So they won't be doing that because of limitations with not being able to be in studio. So what's up, Dope?
I said I fell out of love with Division for some reason. It just don't hit it for me like Division 1 did. And I've been looking for that fix. And I kind of got it, but then there'll just be stuff in there that I don't like little stuff that irk me, like the lighting and all that.
Have you been back since Warlords, or you haven't?
I haven't finished Warlords in New York. I'm on the last mission of Warlords in New York. I haven't finished that.
Okay.
I just felt it just I don't know what it is, dog.
The gear system was always the problem for me, not knowing what was good. And when they fixed that in Warlords in New York, I was kind of like, okay, now I know what's good. I know what's bad.
Right.
Because at first I felt like I was just collecting gear and just throwing it in my chest, and I'm like, I don't know, this all looks the same to me.
Right.
I don't understand what's special about it.
So like with Royalty, same thing happened with the Division, happened with Destiny. Royalty pretty much get Destiny, get Division, get Destiny, get Division. Angry B got hired Division. In my mind, my shooter was Call of Duty. I was like, Call of Duty Black Ops was my shooter. I really didn't want to dive into nothing else because I felt like everything else was trash. Mm-hmm. So Destiny 2 dropped. I said, all right, I ain't gonna even let him bother me about it. I'm gonna go ahead and so like I pretty much got Destiny 2 so I wouldn't be annoyed by royalty. I went on and I got Division. I got Division 2 so I wouldn't be annoyed by royalty or angry. Like I got those games so they wouldn't annoy me about getting the games. I beat them to the punch. Like I already got to leave me alone. But I ended up enjoying both games because it was just like with those games when you're playing with somebody, especially when you're playing with
and that'd be the thing. That's probably what it is.
Like you can play your missions in a group. Call of Duty Black Ops, I know I'm solo on that. Unless I'm playing multiplayer. But with Division and Destiny, I can complete all my story missions with the group. And like we be having some hilarious times. And I think that's what made me get into those games because like so much funny shit be going on. Like while we in the chat, like while we, you know what I'm saying, talking with each other, that it just makes the time go by.
Oh yeah. Same thing with Roll Company. In the last time I played Fortnite, about a week ago.
That was fun.
But like, could y'all imagine if they allowed you to do something like that on something like Final Fantasy or something like that, where like each person can pick, you know, somebody in the party and go through the story as a group?
Yeah.
Genshin?
Well, yeah, I mean,
theirs is kind of like convoluted a little bit with progression for the person that's, I think, that's like
you had
in
to
the
be
party.
Like,
it's like you don't really get any progression.
Yeah, you whoever team you join, if they allow you in that party, you're not progressing your story. You're only progressing their story.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's why it's like you got to be a certain level to even get there, and then once you hit that level, by that time you beat the main story, right?
No, hell no.
Oh, I don't know.
Hell
well,
no.
I mean, it's still good to have the option.
It's the option. You know
I only
what I'm
played
saying?
like an hour or two in that game. I haven't played it a lot.
Like I'm at adventure level 35 and he hit 36. So, you know what I'm saying? When
way
somebody
farther than me, and I started before you.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm gonna pick that game back up, to be honest. And it hits a lot of check boxes for me. I don't know. I like the fight system. I like the graphics. I like everything. I like the multiplayer aspect. It's just, I don't know.
Let's move on to the next topic because we'll end up being 11 o'clock finishing the show.
Right.
Mandalorian Chapter 14 happened this past Friday.
Hi.
And
you can see him behind my Mickey ears. I don't know if you can see my little guy. His little antenna sticking up. Oh boy.
I'm not hyped about Boba.
This was the shortest episode.
That's why I was like, damn, did they make this much? Did they make this 20 minutes or something?
Yeah, that was
It was 33 minutes to be exact. 33 minutes. And it was directed by Robert Rodriguez, which is why it was so action-packed.
Right.
I didn't like
it. You don't like Boba Fett.
No, I didn't like the episode either. The highlight of the episode was the spoiler alert. Pride, what's going on? Pride, we talking about Mandalorian spoiler alert. So if you don't want to hear about it, but the knee rockets was the shit for me. That was cool.
Oh, that was
everything else was. I ain't gonna say trash. Let me not throw that word around because it wasn't trash now, but it just wasn't hitting for me. It just wasn't. Boba came out. He came out there. He was looking all bloated in that armor. I was like, dog.
Come on now.
No, don't do that.
Come on.
Don't do that.
No, I'm gonna say y'all what. I'm popular opinion. I don't care if y'all jump me. When I watch all these Star Wars, I'm thinking Boba is the man. Boba, the way he go out in the movies was just like on some sucker stuff. I'm like, what is the deal with Boba? Y'all know your daddy is the prototype for all the clones, but ain't nothing about you.
Come on, Boba is a clone that just was made into a child.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's nothing lit about Boba Fett to me.
Man, I'm with royalty on the fact with that staff, him cracking open Stormtrooper It's like watching sand get.
That's
It's like
my
watching
favorite
Magic
scene.
Bro,
Sand get
before he
cooked.
put that armor on, he was cracking fucking heads, bro.
And then even when he put the
What a
armor
select
on, he
shit.
came out looking like I ain't lost a day of training. Don't
Yeah.
get it misconstrued. He came down ready
Exactly.
for all the smoke.
I ain't
Now,
like
we'll,
it.
now
I mean, I
we'll-
like
I
that
will, I will
part,
say
but-
this though: Boba did not get the justification in the earlier movies because he was in Myth
That's
this
what I'm like.
badass bounty hunter, but we never really got a chance to really see it.
Yeah.
But then y'all
We
show
saw
it,
more Django in the prequels
yeah,
because Boba Fett didn't become popular until after the Star Wars movie.
yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying.
And you know something? The Star Wars game, what was it? The one that got canceled? Star Wars, was it 2033? The one that got
it
canceled
was-
by EA. Actually, they actually came out. I think it was like maybe a year or two ago, and they said that, hey, the game we canceled because somebody interviewed one of the head producers of it. It said it was supposed to be the Boba Fett game, but of course, it never happened.
And the thing is, like, I feel like with Boba Fett, a Boba Fett game would be something like Metal Gear Solid.
You're right,
Like
but
a Metal
like
Gear.
you like Boba Fett. You right in that damn armor.
I'm not with you. Nah.
So mean.
You
But,
said it right,
okay.
Boba Fett.
But so like.
Boba-
Let's talk
All
about
right,
that.
anyway.
Let's talk about the episode though. So like the child was put on the stone. He started meditating. All that good stuff. They were going. It was literally, balls to
He
the
was
wall
supposed
with stormtroopers coming in.
Wait.
basically- What?
You skipping the part where Finnick is still alive. We finally see who they
Oh
was.
yeah,
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
What part?
Finnick, the sniper. She's still alive.
Oh
She's still
yeah.
alive.
Yeah,
Got it.
So is she a droid now? Like, what was that about?
Yeah,
I feel like she more like-
Cause she was
Android.
dead in that desert.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was
You
dead.
She more
You
like
could-
she more like an android
She's
now.
like an
Like
android
she
at this
part
point.
human. She part
Okay.
human, part machine.
Gotcha.
It
You know
might
what
be
I'm
more
saying?
to that. That's probably why she part of Boba Fett probably control her now. She's like, I'm indebted to him. She might be some type of robot, not even real.
I don't know. It's something too. It's still the human in her. Or whatever
Yeah.
species she is.
Oh yeah.
But like
funny.
but the way the story went, it was just like we're not going anywhere until we fulfill our debt. So even with the razor, what is it called, the razor claw,
Razor
Even with
Crest.
Razor Crest being destroyed, it was just like, because I was like, damn, his ship gone. I'm just saying, like,
Morgan Fortnite.
it's-
Damn.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Man, that hurt my
He finna
heart
get an
watching that thing
upgrade.
blow up.
he finna get an upgrade, and you know what I'm saying. We finna see him go to work with his staff, with the Beskar staff. So, like, I'm pretty sure we finna see a lot more action in upcoming episodes because
I think he's
They
I
set it
think
up
perfect.
he's gonna get some training in with Boba. I think I think they about to go into some deep training.
Well,
I think that
let me
this
tell
is
you
gonna be
this.
like it's gonna be like crew stuff, like because if you look at all the Star Wars, you always have a crew. You know, the dynamic was between the Mandalorian and Grogu this whole time, and he might have partnered with Cara Dune and somebody else. But now I think this is like setting up. Now I got a crew. You know, we finna go take down Moff, Gideon, and this and that. So this is setting up to be a Star Wars adventure.
Join the crew too. I feel like Ahsoka gonna join the crew too.
Oh,
That might be.
yeah.
That'd
I
be
didn't even
great.
think about that.
Because
I didn't
when
even
he
think
showed
about
the
that.
dark saber, when he showed the dark saber to
Saber.
Grogu, and he was like, "Have you seen one of these?" Because the way he was just slamming the stormtroopers around in the cell.
His
He was
past
like-
training came in.
His kind of so the whole thing with this jumping ahead, the whole thing with him watching the stormtroopers get bounced around, you know how that kind of goes in Star Wars. Wanting you to show your aggression, because the more aggression gets you easier to the dark side.
Dark side, yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's why he had
Like-
that's why he had that smirk on his face when he saw that. He's like, got that aggression.
Oh,
I can think we can turn this one.
But I do have a spoiler for you guys if y'all want to hear it, or if I get me even mention it on the show.
I kind of want to know.
Okay, because
it's spoiler alert city over here.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Okay, because I'm upset that somebody lied to me. I heard from some reliable sources that we were only going to get a scene with Boba Fett, just showing up like one time, and here he is in another episode. I feel like we only have like, how many episodes do we have left?
Oh, like two.
It's gonna be more. It's gonna be continued. The story will continue. We're not gonna get everything in these last two episodes.
Yeah.
Sadly,
I've already heard. From Forbes that Paul Tassi from Forbes said, I guess he was able to view the episodes, and he said these next two episodes will rival. He literally, this is his words. This is exactly his word on Twitter. These next two episodes will rival the last 5 Star Wars movies.
I've seen that.
So you guys know the artwork that we see at the end of the credits.
You know what? I didn't even pay any attention to the ones this one.
Somebody. Okay, here's the spoiler. Somebody leaked some artwork.
What type of artwork?
With a certain Jedi warrior.
Samuel?
No.
Oh, I was going to get excited.
It's some artwork with Ahsoka, so we will be seeing Ahsoka again.
Yeah, I'm
in battle.
Okay.
I'm pretty.
In battle.
That. You know what I'm saying? They was saying, I got a feeling like they teased us with saying that we might see Luke. So I feel like at the last episode, kind of like how they did in episode 7.
Like, let me tell you who I want to see.
The last scene we gonna see is Luke.
Sebastian.
Here's what I want to see.
Just think about it, right? Rosario Dawson is what would we call her? A-lister? B-lister?
She's an A.
She's an A.
She got an AB.
She's not gonna be in no one episode or no nothing.
That's true.
I mean, she's signing on, dog.
So, okay.
Whether it's her own show or a recurring role on Mando, she's on.
Yeah. So I have a theory. And I was thinking about this just because how Star Wars works with Jedi and all that good stuff. So I have a feeling that Mando may have like possibly somewhere near the end, like a force ability, like maybe able to tap into the force as a Mandalorian, because
according to the lore, everybody has access.
The story of Star Wars, and it showed it with when they brought in Rey at the end with the kid with the broom. That those who almost kind of come from nothing tend to always wield the force. They're always either their parents are gone, their parents died. He lost his parents.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not far fetched just because you can literally be any species and wield the force. So just because he's Mandalore don't mean
hella OP with Mando armor on and be able to wield the force.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And wielding the black lightsaber.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know about the black lightsaber because I think Bo-Katan is still coming after that.
Oh yeah.
So my theory is I feel like with Moff Gideon, that's gonna end up being like him and Mando gonna fight, but I feel like we gonna see that fight between him and Ahsoka. We gonna see the white sabers versus.
According to the artwork that I seen.
Yeah.
Oh, is it on the last episode, or you said it was leaked?
It was a leak.
Okay. I gotta see this.
And then you got what you call it? What's the old boy name? I forgot his name already. From that she mentioned last week. What's the dude name from?
From that got arrested a couple of episodes.
Oh boy, Blueface. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now.
Blueface.
Yeah. Oh boy from Rebels. I can't think of his name.
Ezra.
No, you said Blueface.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ezra is the right connection.
Blue hair. Oh, okay.
What's his name? I can't even think of it right now.
Oh my god, I know who you're talking about, and it just slipped my mind too. What you doing to me?
Thrawn.
Adam or Thrawn. Adam or Thrawn.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling he's gonna be like because that's all this crap is coming down from him for the most part. I feel like he's the.
I don't think it's gonna happen in this season though.
Not in this season, but he's gonna.
They just throwing names.
We should expect it. I have a feeling he's gonna show his face.
So who do you guys?
Who do you guys?
Yeah. Who do you guys think? Like, which Jedi is gonna answer the call? Because the Jedi still hasn't shown up.
I feel like that's gonna be Luke.
What if it's Cap?
I really feel like that's why that last episode that's gonna be Luke.
Let me tell y'all who I want it to be.
You faded out what?
Yeah.
This moment, the strongest Jedi out there linked to the Force is Luke.
But anybody can show up whether they will like light or dark though too.
Yeah. Anybody can show up. Yeah. But the thing is, I just feel like with Luke at this time period, I feel like Luke is like the one that can tap into the light or the dark side of the Force. Because you remember, according to lore, that he ended up being one of the greatest Jedi masters because he could tap into the light and the dark. And yet still keep his sanity. That's why Luke was able to, before he died, that's why he was able to astral project himself the way he was. And, take on Kylo.
Let me tell y'all who I want it to be. I know this ain't gonna happen, and I know it's crazy. But it would be really funny if it was Mace Windu.
Samuel?
Yes.
Yep.
Because I want to. Let me tell you why.
He said, did he die? I don't know. He said that on the review.
The reason why I want that to be Mace Windu just so I can see him and Boba Fett start scrapping, because I don't think Boba Fett ever forgave him for killing his daddy.
Oh,
I know Boba Fett forgave him in the Clone Wars, but I don't know. It's like seeing his face. Like they might trigger something.
The thing is, if it is Mace Windu, it would make sense because Grogu, if I'm saying
Grogu,
I'm reversing the vowels, but he was training in the Jedi Temple and was taken doing Order 66, and Mace Windu was the Jedi Master and on the Jedi Council during that time.
See, that makes
some even say that he was the one that rescued it, that actually allowed him to aided him escaping as well.
It only makes sense. And then he was killed right after it, or supposedly killed.
No, so, Order 66 happened after Windu went out the window.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what the thing about it when Moff Gideon told those dark troopers to come get the baby,
those were droids, right?
But they look a lot. But they look a lot like the second and the ninth sister in the game, in the Fallen Order game.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like them. Are they gonna introduce some of the stuff from the game? I don't know.
That is kind of what they've been. That's kind of what they've been tying a little bit too.
Dark droids also look like the droid from Rogue One. What happened to them?
From Rogue One.
Yeah,
the Rogue One droid looked like the droids in the game.
Yeah,
I forgot what they called it, the XR droid or something, X something droid.
Yeah, so we'll see. Coming up on it, we got to move on because, like I said, we're gonna end up being 11 o'clock. It's 10:30 now, so
they don't mind. They don't mind. They love us here.
What'd you say, Young?
I was just like, what's the next topic?
We may do a separate thing for the Video Game Award because as far as categories, a lot of categories. I've looked at it. It's a lot of categories to go over.
And then, we got to do end of the year also. So
we'll talk about
round 3 already. So,
and
it's a tie between Ghost and Last.
Yeah.
Or not a tie, It's close.
Closer than Last of Us. Yeah. All right, let's talk about the main topic of the night, which is Warner Brothers. Basically letting the floodgates open on HBO Max, saying that every single movie coming out in 2021 will hit HBO Max and movie theaters same day. But now here's the caveat. Here's the caveat though. The movies, a lot of people don't know this because I've went through a lot of information just trying to make sure I got the full story. That the movies that are hitting HBO Max, they will only be around for 30 days. So you have 30 days to watch those movies on HBO Max.
Y'all so thoughtful. Y'all so thoughtful.
Debut night.
You have 30 days to capture them on your capture card.
Boy, my day hit hard the first day.
So my thing is like with AT&T customers, you know, we get HBO Max for free. So of course, you know, we're gonna jump on and consume it. But like with like I want to know of like a Disney, are y'all gonna follow suit? Because evidently Mulan, the way y'all did Mulan was just like
disappointed a lot of us.
Yeah, it really wasn't a good strategy. You know, to pay extra $30 for a trash ass movie.
I mean, okay.
Well, I ain't gonna say trash. I'm gonna say like a C-.
Nobody. Here's the difference between.
They just charge you for popcorn.
Here's the difference between Disney Plus and HBO Max. HBO Max is fairly new. Disney Plus is kind of new. They're a year and a half into their. Well, no, actually a year. But they're in. I think it's like 80-something million subscribers for Disney Plus. HBO Max is trying to really ramp up the subscriber base because the other conversation that's going on right now is not on as far as we talked about tonight. But I did find out that Disney is considering merging Disney Plus and Hulu, and they're trying to figure out how, because once they merge the two, they have 110 subscribers between those two services. So they're just trying to figure out what to do with the mature content in the rated R.
He mean just say 110. He meant say 110 million.
110 million, yeah, 110 million. That's what I mean. Thank you. But yeah, they have 110 million subscribers combined. So they're trying to figure out what to do with the MA and the rated R content because, of course, everything on Disney Plus is as high as PG-13. So that is the thing they're trying to figure out now, because it doesn't make sense to have all these different services under two different banners. Come on, HBO said in the beginning when they dropped HBO Max, DC Universe is going to be for the comic book people. What we doing now? We done took all the shows off Disney Plus. January 2021, DC Universe is a comic book service. Literally, that's it. That's all it's going to be. No more.
They just released something showing that all the DC Universe shows will be on HBO Max.
Right.
So, like, now I can go and catch up on Titans and all that type of stuff because I don't have to subscribe to DC Universe. So, you know, like, even like with Young Justice, the new season of Young Justice is coming out and everything. So, you know, like with all that info bit, with all that those shows being on HBO Max, even when they drop the Batman Beyond and all of that just, you know, sweetens the pot.
The Matrix 4, the next John Wick,
all of that is dropping
Tom
on
and
HBO
Jerry
Max.
Movie. There's a lot of stuff that's in the pipeline for 2020.
But what's the negative to that though? It's a negative.
The negative to that is
what's the negative for them though? Because the price is the negative for us.
You're gonna set the expectation of these high quality content. If they can't produce that same amount of content on a continuous basis, because it's only for 2021, they haven't spoke for 2022.
Yeah.
And how much is the subscription?
$15, $14.99.
And see, like
so Netflix out of there then.
Exactly.
No 4K on HBO Max though. That's the reason why Netflix is 14, because it does offer 4K, Dolby Vision, HDR, all that good stuff. HBO Max does not offer that. Disney Plus offers 4K as well. But HBO Max does not offer that yet.
I'm sure they're going to... Well,
eventually they'll end up getting there. I mean, it may be in the pipeline. But like I said, for AT&T customers, like if you got AT&T internet, if you got AT&T cell service or something like that, you get it for free within your cell plan. It's just like with Verizon offering
What,
Hulu.
HBO Max?
Yeah, you get HBO Max for free, and like you get HBO for free. Like if you have Direct TV, like HBO, it comes within your package because you're a customer. Like I got the HBO Max app on my phone, so like anything that comes on HBO, it's gonna go it automatically shows on HBO Max.
Wait, AT&T internet or phone plan?
Phone or internet. Like if you're an AT&T customer,
I know somebody that got AT&T.
So here's the other caveat to the HBO Max thing. For those who think they're gonna just roll a trial and watch all this stuff, they said no.
Right. I said that the other day.
They say if you are within a trial period, you will not get any of this. You have to be subscriber.
I knew it
to get access to this stuff. So
I knew they weren't gonna do it.
None of that rolling different trials under different emails to watch. Different
content. Well, week you get that 7 days. You canceling that joint
and
quick.
They're also getting rid of the 7 days as of this month. Also, they're going to roll a new plan, which is signing up for like a year of service for you're paying X amount of dollars because you signed up at a discounted rate. That's supposed to be the next thing they'll be rolling. They're going to get rid of the 7-day trial right before, like pretty soon, right before Wonder Woman drops. So it'll be maybe in a week or two. They'll be getting rid of that 7-day trial they'll be running
for $15. And I'm getting all of this, I can do it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't jump,
Speaking of like Netflix, I had to give it to Netflix. Their anime, their original content, original animes are great. I have to give it Blood of Zeus. You know what I'm saying? They did 7 Deadly Sins. They're about to release the Wolverine standalone anime. So like Castlevania, all that, I have to give it to Netflix on that too. So I just want to know if HBO Max is going to try to dive into the anime if they end up purchasing Crunchyroll or Funimation.
So the other thing is two other things with this whole HBO Max thing. AMC stocks plummeted, and AMC's executives are highly upset as well. I mean, of course they are.
I mean, understandably.
But now the other part of this too is, what are other movie studios going to do in answer to this? Because Warner Bros. Is not the only movie studio that needs to become dropping movies and having to deal with the whole pandemic thing and all of that stuff. Because Sony is one that's in a very unique situation. They don't have a streaming service. So where is Bond gonna land? Where is Monster Hunter gonna land? Where are these movies that are in the pipeline for them? Spider-Man, where is that gonna land?
I feel like Spider-Man gonna end up like Sony might end up partnering with Disney, and I got a feeling like other studios might end up partnering up.
Like where's Bond gonna go?
I thought it was partnering with like Amazon or
like they gonna either partner with Amazon or Netflix, because with Disney having Hulu. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of their stuff can drop to Hulu or Disney Plus. Maybe even both. But, like as far as, like, even with Sony, if Sony decide to go to Netflix, I'm pretty sure they'll work out a deal where Spider-Man and those properties that's related to Marvel or whatnot can drop on both platforms.
It's gonna be kind of murky water with the Marvel situation because their contract just ended with Netflix. Contract just ended with Marvel because right now they're petitioning to save Matt Murdock right now for Charlie Cox. They really want him to be come back as Daredevil.
The only Daredevil.
Paramount is actually getting ready to drop a streaming service next year, so that's where their movies are going to probably more likely land and end up and go. Universal, I think they're is it NBC? Universal is NBC, so this is gonna drop their crap on Peacock, which is a horrible name for a streaming service, but that's there.
The cock is what they call it.
Woo.
That's what they call it.
We need to be
I didn't make
shorthand of names, bro.
I didn't make that up. I didn't make that up just now.
Like I don't like CBS's NBC. I don't like CBS and NBC streaming services because those shows y'all put on there, y'all can easily also show on the channel also.
Yeah, they're trying to get to a CBS has a certain demographic with CBS. They have a particular older demographic that likes survival and brother and all that other stuff. So there's a particular demographic with that. And there's some things nitpicky here and there, like Twilight Zone, people who are Star Trek fans. But aside from those two things I just named, I have no other reason to watch CBS All Access at all.
I mean, honestly, when this next generation die off, I mean, TV is that's a dinosaur.
Yeah, that's
like broadcast television as we know it is not going to be around that long. Terrestrial TV, I don't know. I don't know how long that's going to be.
Like, why do you think Viacom bought what you call it? What's the free service that everybody always talks about?
My Pluto.
Yeah, they bought Pluto.
Yeah, I don't know how long
Pluto, and they can start charging for Pluto now with Viacom.
Yeah, Viacom about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the thing. What I was gonna say. Whatever the Georgia, if you watch like shows and you see the Made in Georgia sign at the end, like if you watch like HBO, I mean Atlanta,
like a movie or something.
Yeah, and it say Made in Georgia. Like what was I watching? I was watching an anime, and at the end of it said Made in Georgia.
Some anime studios in Georgia, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, they do have Dragon Con there.
I mean, yeah.
They do have Dragon Con there. So, like America is starting to get away from its own original art and trying to get into the anime.
Oh yeah.
I have a feeling at some point. I have a feeling at some point in the next couple of years, the word anime is going to be very overused.
Yeah.
And all of us, as far as the people who are part of the culture beforehand, we all just going to eye roll.
Bro, a lot of things are going to change, man.
What they call Avatar.
It's anime.
When they call Avatar anime, I just couldn't get down with that. I don't feel like Avatar is an anime.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
It's like one of those just Japanese words that is you use it synonymously. Like it's like seppuku. Everybody knows seppuku means suicide, but it's a certain type of suicide, right?
Yeah.
Like anime is animation, but it's a certain type of animation.
Like the thing is, it's just like with manga. Like some people try to say manga is a graphic novel, but manga is not a graphic novel. There's a difference.
Yeah,
it's 60-some pages, but a graphic novel has a style to it versus a manga.
Yeah.
Right.
So like you trying to convolute these titles to fit the narrative of what America wants, but you're diluting. Like when it's getting imported, it's being diluted. And like I even hate when the subs, like when they get subbed over here, the original script is pretty much it's starting to be thrown out the.
Oh yeah. It's certain anime that I can't watch, like with the dub version.
Yeah, I can't watch the dub version of certain stuff. Like I tried watching the dub version of God of High School. I was just like, hell no, that's not what happened in the sub.
Exactly.
Like when you put me on Toilet Bound, like
Toilet Bound.
So what I watch? So I think so. What I was watching Naruto on. I was watching it on something. But we had subtitles on, and I could tell the subtitles had to be for the dub version because the subtitles did not match what they were saying, and it was English. Mm-hmm. And I was seeing what they were saying. I was like, if I would have seen this, this is different. Like I would have probably got a different message from the episode.
So this is what I do when I'm watching.
And it was English.
I try to see who did the sub because you have a list of people who do subs,
I didn't know that.
That you can guarantee that's going to give you what they're actually saying in Japanese. And half the time, they're actually Japanese people who can speak English that translate it, or that Japanese American who are mostly lingual who can translate it. So, like
the best way that they can, and no.
Yeah.
Well, but I prefer when the translation is done over in Japan and they do the sub over there versus the sub getting done over here.
Because the cultural barrier that exists is the expression.
Yeah.
Like you can speak Japanese all day, but it's certain things like we say in English that just is attached to a certain type of emotion or a certain type of swagger, you know, and that's the same thing in Japan or any language, you know what I mean? It's like it's a cultural barrier. So, yeah, you can get somebody that just translated from Japanese to English, but are they going to capture or are they going to convey that emotion that comes with the dialogue?
Right.
The essence of the dialogue.
Just like what made me start doing that is when after I watched the Ocean dubs and I watched the Funimation dubs of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and I went and watched the sub that was actually done in Japan. And I'm gonna let you know it's that the main distinction is when Goku first turned into a Super Saiyan. The Ocean dub gets it partly. The Ocean sub gets it partly right. The Funimation sub throws it completely out the window.
Yeah.
It's the Japanese sub where you see Goku is not Goku anymore, not the Goku you used to, when he cusses Frieza the hell out. And what I'm talking about that cussing out where your mama pretty much forget your name.
And you everything else.
Your new name is MF.
And you everything but a child of God.
But
that's when I realized I was just like, yo. And the more I started watching the actual Japanese sub, when Japan did the sub themselves, and then you go back and watch the dub or watch the Americanized sub, you're like, oh yeah, I don't ever want to watch these again. Give me the real script. Full Metal Alchemist is perfect too. Like the dub just dumbs Al the hell down.
Mm-hmm.
Al ruthless as hell and got a trash ass mouth. Like Al and you already know Ed is sarcastic as hell, but Ed cuts his folks the hell out too, and Mustang does too.
Yeah.
Like when Mustang was burning the homunculi alive, where he had carved the symbol in his hand, and he was snapping, burning her ass. He was calling her bitches and everything.
Yeah, so I mean, you get lost. I mean, the translation gets lost sometimes. With anytime you convert a language over, you're just gonna lose. Something's gonna get lost in translation. So
because certain words over there, they don't have words for that word
in
English.
Correct.
So
remember when they tried to put Naruto on Disney Channel?
Oh Lord.
That was like the worst depiction of
Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Right.
We gonna try to do anime. No, you're not.
No.
And even when on Toonami, like some of the dubs on Toonami, it was just like,
oh, don't get me started.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like I can appreciate Toonami now that it comes on at night. Like on Saturday nights, like they don't dumb it down like they used to do when it came on the daytime.
Right.
Exactly. All right, man. Let's reel it back in. Let's close this thing out. We're gonna wrap this issue of NerdFlow Podcast. What is this? 164. Please make sure you guys follow all the social media, all that good stuff. Twitter, Instagram. We also got
tell them why to follow the YouTube.
Oh yeah, I'm about to get into that. So with the YouTube channel, man, we got a lot of what's called NerdFlow Quick Hit dropping on there. We got a lot of reviews. We'll have more reviews incoming soon this week. So please make sure you keep your eyes on that. Of course, everybody uses YouTube, so go subscribe to the channel.
Got a Mando Pop review up there.
Got Mando Pop review that just dropped last night. That's on there as well. We also have the Oculus review that we have on there also, so go check that out too. If you've been, it's the holidays, you've been on the fence about picking something up brand new, so go check that out. In addition to that, we also got Teespring t-shirts, 50% off. Go over there to Teespring. Links will be in the description of all the shows and all that good stuff. And we got superhero stuff popping off with the affiliate. Use that link, helps out the show. And starting Wednesday, NerdFlow game streaming will be 10:30 a.m. and at 5:30 p.m.
10:30
this guy
10:30 to win.
Nice.
For like 10:30 to about 12, and from 5:30 to about 7.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Cool.
So,
all right. So we got that popping off as well.
The evening stream may go longer, just depends. And that's just a temporary schedule until I make my move.
And then, I think I said it. And so next week will be the final show for 2020. So it'll be a best of show. So please make sure you guys send us, kind of let us know. We're going to put us with categories and stuff like that for best of. I want to get your input. Some input as far as on a lot of different categories, from anime to video games and we also be talking a little bit about the video game awards results from that too in that show. So please make sure you guys tune in as well, and we will catch you guys on next week.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Hey, do we want to do a separate video game awards thing?
I kind of do.
Let's do that. I say let's do that instead of we can graze it on the show, but we should make that an event.
You know
what I mean?